Okay, remember I've done these videos about four-door silver cars, not too expensive, doing the delivery things. I just drove up to get one of mine, and this person drove up, took their phone off into the store, their cell phone into the place. Yeah, I can pretty much bet. I see them so often. I think they have a fleet. Okay, hey everybody. I just did a little clip right before this about the gray cars. I'm gonna call them the little gray men, gray men and women, whatever is their pronoun. But I've been saying this for quite a while now that I go up to these places to deliver, and they're, well, speaking of timing, that was not a delivery person, I don't think, but I see these gray four-door, inexpensive cars. They're also doing delivery. This time I actually got, the guy drove up right as I did, almost hit me, and I looked over there and said, man, that's like a delivery driver who gets so close. I know, bad stereotype. I don't do that myself. But so many times I looked over and yep, got that gray. You'll see it if I remember to put it in here. But, you know, I'm not that great at doing that. But I watch it be at the very end or something. But anyway, wow. And now there's having more and more gray four-door. Here, more and more. Here's another one. You know, I can't be causing that to happen. What, 3 in a row? I see one parking, that's 4. See one leaving the gas. Maybe one of those might be the other people. Yeah, that might be that guy. And what I say is, gray four-door cars is not that often that popular, but look here. This is amazing. Wait a minute, is that another one? No, that's an SUV. That's an SUV. Well, first there's a truck. But it's so funny that, I mean, I literally drove up there, that guy come rushing in, and he had all the signs, and he was, oh, look at this. I can't make this happen. Anyway, I don't know if I can stop laughing on this one. This is amazing. Anyway, that guy got out, and I didn't see which, I think I said store, but I meant restaurant. And why don't you hit him? Yep, you gotta be the first. And anyway, and when I went in, he was in there. Yeah, he was in there. But it's so common that they're gray, older, four-door cars. Like I said, inexpensive looking. Sometimes they have issues like not having a hubcap, or like that one, their tires weren't good. And I've said, I don't know if fleet would be the right word, but it seems that somebody has a fleet of these, because I go to restaurants and I know the score. I see them go in and get, the package, and like, the very most popular one that you can imagine. I really cannot cause this to happen, seriously. You know that, right? So, how many is it now? I don't know, you see mine's red. But how many is it now? So, anyway. But, anyway, he was in there. And, yeah, and I know some people say it's a certain type of person. No. I haven't seen various ages. I've seen various ethnic groups. And, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry hold on a second. Anyway. Oh my goodness, okay. Real life happens in the middle of a video, yeah. But anyway, I'm just like, this is amazing. It's amazing to me. Well, what you've been seeing is amazing to me too. Because like I was starting to say, another thing I didn't finish, or did I? Was that in Texas, this is Texas, north of Dallas. What's most common that I have seen I'm Texan, but ever is that of trucks, SUVs, and mainly that's it. Bubba trucks. There's also Bubba trucks. Those are separate from trucks. But it really is mainly trucks and SUVs. You know, the bigger cars, you know, they could be like minivans and such. They're bigger ones. But these little cars was rare to me until I started doing this delivery, and only this year I noticed it. But, I mean, I can show you the parking lot over there, and what you're going to see are mainly trucks. Ta-da! But then, here comes this. No, that's not silver. Or is it? Gray. SUV. You know I cannot cause this to happen. Oh my God, this is, I'm sorry I'm laughing so much, and so worse than my usual, all scattered. I mean, I'm aware, believe me, I'm aware. But this is funny to me. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm out doing delivery. I've only done one. It was $4 and something. It was just, mainly, I want to do one. Mainly I'm wanting to see what happens to my AR. See, I actually, literally, don't laugh, but I literally do have a genius IQ. And I'm doing this, I've mentioned it so many times about the health insurance, and I live in Texas. Did I mention I live in Texas? 60-year-old woman with edema working because she needs health care that's affordable. I mean, I don't care about the money, really. I want to pay for it myself. But you can't get the insurance unless you go through them, unless you want to have somebody call you, like people call you 20 times a day, even more than that. And say, well, you did it. You gave us your number. Oh my God. What is this? But anyway, why was I even saying that? Oh, the scatter part, by the way, is part of a person with a genius, can be with a genius IQ, because they have so much they want to say. And there's so much going, me in my mind, I don't know if other people do this, I really don't know. But I can be thinking of two things at the same time. I mean, I could be talking, but watching, like you see me. I think everybody, maybe, most people, maybe, can do that. You know, see what's going on, and, you know, like I'm watching these cars and it's all this go in front of me, but I'm thinking of something else and I'm saying it. Yeah, kinda. Anyway, where was I in this? Oh my, but that kind of trucks, and then I see all these gray older SUVs, not SUVs, gray, four-door, inexpensive cars. And variety of ethnic groups, age groups, you know, male and female, or whatever is the pronoun. But yeah, I see it quite often. Okay, just for the record, today is May 11th, a Saturday, 2024, and it is very, very busy. You know, it's 12:59 now. Yeah, wow. Now there's a different one. I saw one today. It was, or yesterday maybe. It was really weird. It was multicolored. I was wondering if they come from a racetrack or something, not the convenience store, but an actual racetrack, and just multicolored, sports kind of car. Interesting. I don't even know if there's a racetrack around here. Convenience store, plenty. But anyway, so where was I? I just wanted to say that, but I've done one order, one offer. I'm kind of giving up, but here's about this. Let me talk a little bit about this acceptance rate. You know, I use various. I have used various apps since last year. Some of them I'm still waiting. It's been since July of last year. I'm still waiting to see if they're ever going to let me in. And I have one that keeps telling me that I have offers ready, and I go and look and there's nothing. I don't even know where I would pick it up. Seriously, because there's no instruction on most of these. I'd say I said you have to get online and find out from a variety of people who make videos. They're not part of it, at least as far as I know, unless of course they are and we just aren't told that. You know, like they don't work for that app or whatever. And the app they seem to do the most. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say anything past that. Whoa. Really read your contract, people. No, I don't give advice. No, not at all. Yeah, I still haven't read all of them myself. But I read enough of one of them. I mean, it was just like, go a little deeper. Yep, click on that link. Oops, whoa. And yeah, no thank you. But there are plenty. Like I said, this is suburbs of Dallas that I go to. It's the wealthiest county in Texas. And it is. It goes back and forth between Collin County and Rockwall. And this is Collin County. And I think it's Rockwall. Yeah, I think it's the second one. But I think it has something to do with population. And it's why one of them will be number one at one time and the other one will be number two. I would think Collin County has the most. I would pretty sure the most popular as far as population wise. But boy, I think there's just so much going on. It's amazing. I'm looking right now at a Kroger to the right of me, and I don't think there's any parking spaces. Seriously, the whole of Kroger parking space. You know, Kroger here is pretty popular, so. The parking area is pretty large. Nope, but no parking space. I went yesterday. I had an awful order. Well, I was going to talk about the acceptance rate on another one. Let me go back to that. Let's talk about the acceptance rate. Let me get back to that. Like you said, if you have a choice. But, and I have a choice. You can change me. Anyway, I wonder if there's any caffeine in my drinks. I don't drink caffeine, by the way. Yeah. But anyway, I think it's because I finally got some sleep after being out sick for just over 2 weeks with the flu. I think it was the flu and then allergies. Didn't get much sleep. Acceptance rate. I started getting these notices. I think that on one of the apps that this is for anything new that they're going to introduce to all other markets or many other markets. They're testing it. And we're the testers, the beta, I guess you'd say, testing it without being asked or told. And speaking there, and what happens is what I have noticed, and I've noticed this with a lot of things. Nothing to do with food delivery, with a lot of other stuff. That it's tested in an area and then it starts to spread like weeds. And that's what I'm thinking that happens now. Because I've actually seen it happen. Just, even as a newbie. I haven't even done a year, but anyway, I'm not really a newbie. But, I saw this latest one of the most ridiculous orders possible. I've already mentioned this. I'm going to keep mentioning this probably. And even after, if I ever stop doing this, I'm considering it. The $2 for 20 miles. $2 for 20 miles. Does it even pay the gas? The gas here, let's see. There's a Kroger gas. I don't see the sign. It's probably on the other side. I think it's $3.35, somewhere around there. Per gallon. Yeah. And my car probably gets around, I don't know, it's an SUV. I think it was something like 30 or 35. It was really good. I could be lying. I don't intend to, but it's not my intention. Anyway, acceptance rate. So, of course, I don't know how many people would actually accept something like that. $2 for 20 miles. And so there's a decline. I decline it. No, thank you. No, I'm not about to do that. And then they keep sending me those over and over and over. And sometimes the same one. Like, every time I decline, it'll come back 2 to 3, even 4 times. One time I counted 4 times. And that altogether 4 times from the very first when I declined. So I had to decline 4 times. What is it going to do to your acceptance rate? It's some kind of percentage, and I've read it and I'm like, this is not making much sense, honestly, because, if you have 100, even if you had 200, but let's just go with 100, and you miss one, just like when you're in school, you had 100, the top score, we're not, no extra credit, but you do this, and you miss one, you miss one out of the 100, you get a 99. Okay. It's the same way, if, what I have seen when they say that, any offer that you decline, you lose a point for. Okay. But I'm not seeing that. I mean, mine, I had it at 20% because when I first started using it, it was like, what the crap? And then it started being like these crazy orders. My very first order was, well, the first one I was actually on the phone with that was supposedly the support team, and the woman was not very smart, and she wasn't helping me with what I was going through, and an order came through that it accepted because, whatever, I don't remember now. But anyway, so that went toward my, went to my, what is it called? The incompletion? I don't know. Your completion rate went against it. So, because I didn't complete the next one. So my first order I accepted. As it was a package, and then they were sending me to a compound. But then it turned out later on, I'm pretty sure that the app itself, there's a canal there. In between a store, there's a canal and that compound. And what it was doing was telling me to go to that canal. Well, then I'd go straight where it said, I passed that store. It was a pizza place, actually. To go past that, it was trying to send me to the canal, so of course I wasn't going to go and turn into the canal. So I go right after it, and it was a compound, and it was a compound. Scary crap. So, I was going to talk about AR, right? But I am. Now, of course, that you've done some of them, I say, I know better than accepting that. I know better than going way out there past that compound. I know about going, in the other, way over in another place, going too far out in one direction, because it's going to be dangerous. And I'm not talking about really the people. I'm talking, the compound. That's something. But I'm talking, not always, but hey. But what I'm talking about is the roads. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, I mean, they're real nice. It's the wealthiest county in Texas. Real nice roads, and all of a sudden, boom. It's like, what the crap happened? No shoulders, no medium, they're very narrow, just asphalt. Big old huge drop-offs, like game over kind of drop-offs. If you slide on that slick asphalt, there's no curbs, there's no street lights at night. It looks like a scary movie, like when you back up in your SUV. I don't know why, but mine does that. It's like a scary movie at night, no matter how clean it is. Anyway. Okay, but seriously, who would take these kinds of things? Knowing where that, you're not dumb. Okay, it doesn't really take a genius to figure out that, you learn the ropes here and you don't return. You know better. So you're going to decline. Any that go out there, I decline them. Decline. Well, we're having a double red here, 4 doors. Yeah, it's going to be red, 4 doors. You saw that, right? Anyway, so that was like yesterday. I went out and I had a 15%. I went out and I did one offer, and then probably 4 or 5 after that, or one before it, and 4 or 5 after it, were really bad like that, wanting to send me into that kind of area where only one person, one house, way out there, and that kind of thing. No thank you. Seriously, no thank you. I'm not going to go, which probably would be maybe, perhaps, I am guessing, a compound, another one. I'm not going to do that. So, period. So then the acceptance rate is going to go down because they're sending you offers that they know, that perhaps know that it could be dangerous. Would they really know? Or they just have maps of the streets? The AI has maps of the streets. They don't really know what kind of place that is. So they just send people to dangerous territories and areas, So, and they don't know until somebody complains, right? Well, that is, Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for a while, see if I get any more offers. Okay, I just did it for like less than a minute. Turned it on. And you remember, the other things you could see, I wasn't making it up. It was right in front of me. All the cars and trucks and whatever. At the, perfect timing. Well, guess what? I turned it on, got one offer came through. And it was something like $5 for 15 miles or something like that. Going out to that area that I got one from yesterday. Who knows, it could be the same one. No, I doubt that, but anyway, to that same area where it's one house way out there in Scaryland. Probably a compound. Okay, I don't know that for certain. I've seen more than one. Okay, I mean, the way I see it as a compound is when it has signs that basically say, don't you dare trespass, don't you dare even come past this fence. It's got the fence, and it's got these wires, and it's got these ropes, and it's got these signs, and yeah, and you see that they have their own roads back there, That's what I said. Anyway, I'm gonna try again. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm waiting for a pizza, 2 pizzas for myself and Adam, for us. Might as well just say us. I was gonna do, for a change, I haven't had pizza in I don't know how long, really, I don't even remember how long. But I was going to get a couple thin crust and all that. And I've been out driving around, these... Hello? Okay. Some reason that thing, whatever happened. But I have, I've been out doing deliveries. I only did one. It was $4 and something. Big woo, woohoo, Saturday. It's a Saturday. And anyway, I've been out driving over, finally, I made an order, went over there to Little Caesars, you see, and, the guy told me it was going to be 20 minutes, because they're real busy. I delivered from there even today, and it was really busy. And, there's no restaurants in these places, Pizza places, these days, you just go pick it up, and nobody dines in, and the ones I've seen, the ones I've been in, nobody's dining in them because there's no place to sit. There's no dining area. So, anyway, right across the street is where I sometimes sit, here at this McDonald's. And anyway, I've been out driving, and I take 2 diuretics a day, 12 hours apart. You can figure the rest out. It happens. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Okay? Okay, well, what just happened? This hasn't been a day of this, by the way. What just happened when I went into the restroom is about this topic. It's a perfect segue into a video I have wanted to make. I've mentioned it a few times in videos, but like at the end of it or something like that, or just briefly. But I want to make a separate video about it. Restroom breaks happen. We know this. We're mature adults. If you're watching this, you're an adult. Or you're doing something wrong. Shame on you. I haven't said to no kids. But anyway, restroom breaks happened. They happen. And I am a person, I'm a gentle giant of a woman. I have a rare health condition. This is why I'm doing delivery. I have to prove to the government, I live in Texas, I have to prove to the government that I can make a certain amount of money. Even with my health conditions that should be preventing me from doing it. I live in Texas, I mentioned that, right? Anyway, so restroom breaks happen, and I have to go into the one that's made for, built for people with disabilities. Because one of my problems with my rare health condition is muscle atrophy in my hamstrings. I have to have those bars. I have to use my hands to help to sit up. I'm also very tall. Taller than most women. My dad was 6. I've always been female, by the way. My dad was 6'7". I'm the second tallest in my family. My brother is the tallest. He's 6'5". I never say how tall I am exactly. But it's just, I'm a gentle giant. Yeah. Okay, I just came to pick up my order back, and There was a guy in those little gray cars I mentioned, you know, four-door gray cars. There was this guy, and he backed up right in front of me. And so I stopped, and I had my camera. I was going to take a picture of the four-door. But, you know, whenever that happens, I've been making videos for 10 years, my original channel. And you would think I could operate my cell phone at that moment. No, something happens and my brain just disappears. And it just fish out the window. And I couldn't get it to do, and I kept touching the wrong button and all this. And the guy, he backed him, he got real close to me. And it looked like there was a woman, like, smushed up against him or somebody or something. And he was very frightening looking. I mean, scary looking, I would say. Like, you know, real street. And he gave me this look like he was going to, you know, come after me or something. Oh, man, and I could see that he was probably one of these delivery people that I keep talking about, keep making videos about. Like earlier today, I said this happened already. I was sitting there in all those gray cars, four-door, inexpensive cars kept driving by. And anyway, right before that, somebody parked next to me here when I was delivering, and it was a delivery guy from that four-door. Yeah, I'm not trusting of them. I haven't mentioned that, but I did mention them in various videos, but I put them on different channels, so, yeah. But I videoed him, and it looks, I took a picture finally, when he passed me by, and he did a U-E right over there, and I videoed him at the U-E. I've got it to finally work, and, it's all over the place. It's showing my hood on my car, which I've never shown the color. It's Cherry. Her name is Cherry. So, but anyway, the guy was just scary. I mean, who would want to? I'm not talking like dirty, filthy kind of stare. You know, like they look dirty. You know, hair all messed up or anything. No, the way he looked at me, he looked nice. He's a young guy. You know, probably maybe mid-30s or so. And, you know, I'm 60, so that's young to me. But, definitely, like, you know, he looked nice, but scary. The look he gave me, like, I'm going to come for you. And he backed out in front of me. And I'm just sitting there going, you know, I don't think I was doing anything, but just sitting there waiting for him to move. So when he got next to me, he just stopped and stared at me. He pulled out in front of me. And so I looked at him and I had my hand up like, what? And then just that look was so mean. Wow, whoa, seriously. Okay, he's back. A different one is backing up. I just walked in to get my order from this place, and sure enough, now he's going to have to do a U-E, so you'll probably see him. Because where this is located. He's going to have to do a U-E. Not that one. Not this one. Four-door. Inexpensive. Older. Gray. They're gray or silver car. Not the same make, I guess. And here it comes. And it's a delivery person. Yep. I didn't hit it low enough. But you can see. Anyway, he was a delivery person. I was inside. He was inside already when I went in there, and he picked it up, put it in his back seat inside one of those bags. But then again, so did I. I got 2 pieces for us. Yeah. Anyway, so one of them left and another took his place. I'm telling you, I really think I need to look up the word fleet because I think that's what it is, a fleet of cars that are the same kind of car. But I saw one the other day and another one over. These are usually in this area. How would I say it? It's more north instead of northeast of Dallas. But they're all northeast, but it's the northernmost maybe. And the other place was more northeast. This makes any sense. Yeah, but anyway, it's down from here, down into the east a bit. And that one was a 4-door, older model. The people kind of scary, seriously. I think he was Hispanic usually. But the first two I saw, the first one was a white guy. And the next one that came right when he was still there was an African American woman. The guy, I've seen other ones, but older. They were probably in their 30s and 40s, maybe. All the ones I've seen, and the one just yesterday in that place was a white car, but the same kind of thing. And he just didn't. Rules don't apply to him. By the way, driving rules do not apply to them. He parked right in front of the door where it says "Do not park." And blocked everybody else in because rules don't apply to them. Another one in between was, I think he was from, it's basically a country across the globe. I spent most of my adulthood, well, pretty much all of my adulthood, around people from that area of the world. And, but here in the United States, I'm a social and behavioral scientist, by the way, which is all fine. I was. Like I said, I have to do this. I'm doing this food delivery thing, orders, because of a health condition I have to prove to the government, like I said. It's not about the money, it's about proving to the government I can make this money because I live in Texas. I don't know about the other states. They don't let you know. When I tried it and when I asked, I was told I can't find out. I really was. They said you have to have a street address and it has to be legit and that's where you live to get that kind of information. Oh, really? Anyway, it just could have been somebody having a snit or something. But anyway, this guy. Okay, this is what I see. I go to a restaurant and I'll see somebody pick up from these four-door. Like I said, one place was unusual. It was a white, but they're old. They're old, inexpensive, not the same make. Is it make? Yeah, the make would be the person who, the company that made it, right? And then the model. When do I ever use this stuff? The model would be like, I don't know. I don't want to name any certain model, but what? A model. I don't know what else to call it. I guess nobody does. But, or they wouldn't use the same one. Anyway, but they're different. But they're old. And sometimes, I mean, it can have, I've seen more than one make before, maybe even in one model. That stuff gets confusing. Anyway, because I don't use it. Why would I use it? But it's worrying me because the offers I would find here, I have been finding since sometime last year. I think, sometimes last year. Let me finish one thought at a time, okay? So last year, and when I started, July, August, September, and October were really good. I mean, I had great offers. And there were bad ones too. That's why my acceptance rate went down. But overall, good offers. Since then, starting in November, it all turned bad. This is May 11th. And then it all turned bad. I mean, almost all of them. It's rare I get a good offer. I keep mentioning this one, and I'll probably always mention it. I had seen one that was $2 for 20 miles. Not happening. It didn't happen. But I get crazy ones like that quite often. And I was making a video about it being a test area, and that's what it is. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up, but yeah, this is a weird day. Yeah. Okay, hey everybody. I don't know how many videos I'll make today. Probably put them all together. And they might seem like different videos, but I never got finished with one topic. But anyway, I'm out here again with Adam this time to do the dinner run. We've only done two. Well, he's with me, but I'm doing. But I've only done two. And it started raining. Now, let me tell you, I had gotten sick a little over 2 weeks ago. Had to take off for that. I mean, it's been this whole year. There were reasons why I couldn't do And then when I could warn Kenny, other people could finally do, like really bad weather. Well, we've been having really bad weather forecasts, like tornadoes, and they've had them in various places. Not here, though, but it would be predicted here. Tornado, damaging winds, thunderstorms all together with hail, I already said, or golf ball size hail. Not golf ball size, it would be softball size. And nothing nothing would happen. I actually had gone out a few times and said, nope, because the clouds look so bad. Today was beautiful, beautiful weather. None forecasted. You're seeing what you're seeing, right? It's just now 7:09. It started probably about 30 minutes ago. We stopped and got some gas and got out of off the slick roads. And it's just like, really? Now, I did some video clips. I probably will add this to it because it's not done. It might make them pretty long, but I'm going to put them together because it's so weird how the day started. But I didn't get to finish. That was earlier today through like lunch and all. Well, when I got home, our next door neighbor had somebody over their house that was that had parked their car next to our driveway. 4-door, silver, 4-door, older model, inexpensive car. And I'm like, I can't believe this today. The whole story I've told about, I think that they are, the people that I see in those kinds of cars, that they have a fleet. I asked Adam, I said, fleet's the right word, right? He said, yeah. I could have looked it up, of course. But anyway, he was sitting right here, and we were driving. I was telling him about what it was that had happened. Well, people stopped over there. I guess to get off the slick roads. But anyway, I really didn't finish this. The other story I was going to talk about was the bathroom breaks and all that. But the basic thing with the bathroom breaks is, I don't know if I finished it, was about, I have a rare health condition and I have muscle atrophy. My hamstring muscles, I have to have use the restrooms with the bars in order to stand up. Okay, or I will fall down and it will hurt. And I am a disabled person, although I don't get any disability and I've never gotten Medicaid and all that kind of stuff. I've never been on anything. I mean, if you do, that's good for you. Whatever. It's none of my business what other people do. And anyway, but I just haven't. Various reasons. Did I mention I live in Texas? But anyway, so what really irks me is when I went out the other day to start off, the first thing that happened was, bathroom breaks happen. I go into the one place to the restroom, and of course, as usual, there is going to be an employee in the restroom, the big ones for people with disabilities taking their break. One time, an employee actually did the thing of yelling out at me, because the doors are always shut, so I just knock on them before I try to go in or something. And she yelled out, she yelled out, I'm on the phone. I guess that's what she does at home, when somebody knocks on the door or something and she's on the phone in the bathroom. That's kind of gross, people. But really. Okay, yeah, of course I didn't get to finish it, but I might as well give up. But basically, I went out for a little bit the other day, didn't do anything. I think maybe one order or nothing. And stopped in the restroom. Sure enough, there was an employee in that restroom. The one for people with disabilities. Sure enough. And then she acted like she was giving me permission as she was exiting to go, that I could go in there. Wow. And then the next time, when was that, today or yesterday? It was, it was a young woman, very healthy looking, which I'm not judging. Maybe she had some disability that I couldn't see, that she would need that restroom. She didn't, see if I say she didn't look like I'm being judgmental. But, And sometimes I just cannot. I've lost my filter because she got out, and I was telling myself, don't say anything, don't say anything. And, but she was already out. I was already in. I said, this is supposed to be one for people with disabilities. I couldn't help myself. I kept telling myself, don't say anything. And then as I was leaving, they had another restroom, she could have used. And a woman came, as I was leaving, in comes an employee and goes in there. And there was another restroom empty. Does anybody ever use it? I wonder, because anytime I go, almost every time in that place, an employee usually is in that restroom, for people with disabilities. And I've actually spoken to one place about it because they were the one that told me I'm on the phone. I spoke to the manager. I was standing there, and I just told her I get so tired of this because I waited and waited and waited, and I don't own it. I know it, but the one that yelled at me, I'm on the phone. I thought, okay, this is ridiculous, and so it wasn't even the manager. Somebody standing there, and the manager got smart, and she said it's an elderly woman. The elderly woman was in the other one. Okay. So, no, because then I went in there, but the woman was still in that one. So I knew that woman was coming in, was the elderly woman. And the one that is the regular one. And just a smart lady. But the other woman that was standing there, she just works there. I've seen her several times. She's a little older than me, I guess. And she says, well, there's only one employee that works here that does that. And she said, she's not on, so they're admitting it. She admitted it. There's somebody who does it. Well, a lot of people, a lot of places. It's not the same place. It's many places. Good restaurants, fast food or dine-in or just plain dine-in. No drive-through. See what I'm saying? And you go in there and there's going to be somebody in the big one because I don't know why. Okay, do they have claustrophobia? They just don't care. Kind of like the people who park in the ones that are for, I don't use handicap for people with disability, parking spots, and they're just going to be in and out real fast. Well, no, somebody's coming up and they see that and they're like, well, it's people, and Adam was just saying, people have no shame anymore. I said, but you know what, if you shame somebody, they're going to shame you. And people will shame you for shaming people. I guess shame is a thing of the past, but anyway, this is going to be long. Wrapping it up. Talk to you on the video. Bye.